Alright, hey guys, Xpecial here, and I'm trying out this new way of doing my recordings, and basically I'm using XSplit to really just do a really nice recording for you guys, and hopefully this turns out really well. And today I just want to talk about Season 3 changes and what it has meant for support, and what has changed, and how you should adapt, and what I've learned. That's a lot of hands, but it's just what I learned in the past few days. So, okay, first off, this is my profile. Ignore the Lulu losses, like my team sucked, it wasn't my fault. So, okay, I want to talk about runes real quick. Um, for marks, Magic Pen actually got nerfed, same for Armor Pen. So, even though they got nerfed, Magic Pen is still going to stay the same. If you want to have an aggressive champion that uses Magic Pen, or uses magic damage, you're still gonna run magic pen. There's no going around that. AP on red still suck, but if you do physical damage, then you don't want to go armor pen anymore. It just sucks. You just want to go for AD. AD is better, a better option for physical damage. And yes, that's pretty much it for runes. It's mainly because for the masteries, weapon expertise and arcane knowledge makes up for that. But because the support does not get that, you just kind of suffer as a support, but it's okay. The Riot has made it up in other ways. So for masteries, I've been mainly using a 0921, 01317, and or a 01416 page. Let me go through the reasoning for each of these choices real quick. 0921. This is a very defensive page. I'm very passive actually, not defense as in I go far into defense, but more like defense as in I don't go very aggressive. So this is something I would use for like Soraka, Sona, something like that. Or not Sona, Soraka or Janna, where I don't really auto attack much, I don't go that aggressive, and it's mainly the AD that's doing the work. And in this case, I just want more CDR, I want more movement speed, like this is really good actually. But on something like Sona, I would go into like 0, 14, 16, where this point would depend on whether or not I want, oh shoot, not this one. Where if I want Summoner's Wrath or Summoner's Resolve, depending on exhaust. But actually, I can't put a point into Summoner's Wrath because I'll have to take a point out of Pickpocket, which I don't really want to. But um, yeah, so really the only two differences between this page 01416 and 01317 is if I want that pickpocket. On a melee support, I don't want pickpocket. I don't auto attack enough for it to be worth it. But if I am ranged, then if I'm ranged, then feel free. It's awesome. It's decent. It's not amazing, but it's worth the point. Um, and for my reasoning behind the rest of these summers is they just feel like the best for their point. Uh, like Summer's Insight, like Flash cooldown, might as well. Mana regen, self-explanatory. CDR and Summer spells, it's really preference. I don't feel like the mana is worth it. And instead of getting the extra vision range, which I don't think is that amazing, I just get additional cooldown on my activated items. I think that's okay. It's great for like late game where you actually have enough items that have actives, but early on, like the summer spell is just better. The mana is you can do without. Gold obviously is I like gold, and you might be asking why Biscuiteer and why Explorer? Like aren't these crap? No, they're actually not crap. They're actually really good. Biscuiteer is just 35, sort of like around 35 gold worth of this potions. Um, it's just an extra potion early on. It means you can play slightly more aggressive. It's great. Explorer Ward, it's probably one of my favorite masteries. Like it just makes me feel good when I use it, and I use it well. And like there are a lot of ways to use it actually. The first one where if you feel like the enemy's gonna invade, you just put this down at your red or blue buff, and for a minute it just scouts for you, make sure that they're not stealing it or anything like that, doing anything sneaky. And the other usage is where you push up and you just put it down into the enemy brush, and you can use it like instead of putting a green ward there that you're gonna not use because you're pushing up anyways. You have an explorer ward that just um, does its job for 60 seconds. And also, I've had many moments where I put the explorer ward down and they put a pink ward down and they kill it. And I just laugh at them because it's worth nothing really. And I just know that they just wasted pink ward there and it's not a big deal. So I'm really liking the Explorer Ward, and I think block is really strong for if you're being aggressive. Same for unyielding. So that's why I like those 3 points, which give me 5 damage mitigation. And that's pretty much it for my masteries. For summoners, I've been really liking heal. The reason why it's because it got buffed. Heal the same to all allies. It's not halved. So it's really a support summoner. I think it was meant to be a support summoner to begin with, but it ended up being an AD summoner. But it's okay. So heal is really strong now because it heals the same to all allies. Like I said, it actually should not be used on AD. If you see an AD using it and they don't have a good reason for it, you should yell at them and call them bad. Don't do that. But seriously, it's a support summoner now. The reasoning behind that is because if an AD has heal and a support has exhaust, uh, if the AD is ever out of position, then he's kind of reliant on his heal, which isn't as great as an exhaust in a 1v1 situation. But if you have exhaust on AD and heal on support, in 2v2 it doesn't matter. But in an actual, like, when it's AD split pushing, he has an exhaust, which is way better than having a heal, which is only like 200 to like 300 late game. So really, like, just you should be getting exhaust. You should not be getting heal on AD and should be getting exhaust if you want that combo. Um, Ignite is actually pretty good on sports now because if an AD gets barrier or something like that, you can just opt for Ignite and it's awesome. You do extra damage on a support, and plus you get the master that gives you 10% summoner cooldown, so it comes up faster. And I'm not really liking Clairvoyance due to the Oracle's nerf. You have enough vision through Sightstone wards and stuff like that. You don't really need Clairvoyance, but maybe something will happen. Maybe Oracles will get buffed again, and we'll be seeing Clairvoyance. But as of now, I have no reason to get Clairvoyance. I tried it a few times, didn't like it. And Exhaust got changed. It's really Exhaust is better against a single target where you want to stop that one target from doing damage for a short duration. Whereas Heal is really good just in every situation because AoE heal is just good. Like exhaust is still good. Heal is I feel like is better and works in more situations. But if you see an enemy having like multiple assassins or they just want to focus on target, then you can just get exhaust and just make their life miserable. So there's that option. Um, Alright, I think that's it for summer spells. I'm going to show you the items real quick. Uh, Mikhail's Crucible is actually really strong. It has a really long cooldown, 180 seconds, but having a heal and a cleanse for that's not like that you can build on a support that can help your AD, that's pretty awesome. It's really hard to use. I've had many moments where I've been like, okay, I need to use it, but I can't use it because he has the cleanse or like he isn't low HP enough. But generally, it's a really strong item. Just have to remember to use it. It's kind of hard. It's not like a locket where you can just use it at the beginning of a fight and it'll just be useful. But here you have to be really good with timing it and stuff like that. Twin Shadow is actually pretty decent. It's mainly used for scouting, but you can also use it to engage. For example, if you are running like Nami and you build a Twin Shadows, use Twin Shadows, and if they don't have flash, then they're probably dead because your ult will easily follow up and good stuff there. Another one is Crystalline Flask. It's actually really strong, but I don't like getting it. I don't like stacking with Philistone because it's too much early game regen. You want to go for more HP. Like if you go too much early game regen, you're just gonna die if they ever full all in on you, and it's not good. The sight zones are actually really strong. People aren't really building them fast enough. I feel like I pretty much rush this first item because you don't need boots anymore. Like it's not a big deal. If you can rush the sight zone early on, it's really helpful. I don't know why people haven't done math on it, but like I'm seeing so many supports not get this first item. Like it's legitly 8 gold per 10. Seriously. If you had an item that gave you 8 gold per 10, would you not build it? Because I would build it. And this thing gives you 8 gold per 10, literally. Because it's 75 wards, or 75 gold of wards for each charge, and you have 2 charges that you're going to be using pretty much at all times. So you have 3 minutes, 150 gold, and that's 180 seconds, 150 gold, so it'll be like 5 or 6, so 6. Yeah, it's like if you do the math, 5 Okay, so you just take, okay, you take 150 over 180, which comes out to 5 over 6, and take 5 over 6 times, uh, whatever. Just take time 5 over 6 times 10 divided by 6, and then you have 50 divided by 6, which is around 8. There we go. Yeah, yeah. It's around like 8.2. Like that's okay. So basically, you can do math. I think it's around 8 go per 10. Like 8 go per 10. Like seriously, that's a shit ton of gold. And I'm seeing like players just not building it. Like, are you guys not doing the math? It's really simple. You just take 150 divided by 180. Bam. So easy. Anyways, I just like looked at it and I was like, okay, this thing is too strong. But anyways, Sightstone's really good. If you're not building it, build it. Runic Bulwark, basically the upgrade for Aegis. It's good, but it's not like the best. It's really expensive. Honestly, Locket's really, really strong now. I think that's really the big things. Took a heart of gold. Where's the Locket? Oh, here it is. It's gonna be down here. But anyways, Locket is really, really strong now. Zeke's got nerfed. It's still good, just not. It's really situational. It's really expensive too. Reverie also, because you don't really build Philstone all the time, it's not that great. I mean, because before you had to pretty much have to go Philstone, then you pretty much have to get a Reverie. So now, since you don't have to go Philstone, you don't have to get a Reverie. So Reverie is really situational, and really only if you need that engage. So that's pretty much all the changes. I hope this vlog wasn't too long, but that's pretty much all the changes off the top of my head. There are others probably, but that's really it for it now. And yeah, just thanks for watching. I really want to get this out before I finish my Nami guide, just because I can't go through every detail. I don't want to go to every detail on items on a specific champion guide. So this is just gonna be an overview before I really do my support overview guide, which should come out relatively soon, probably in a week or so. So once again, thanks for watching. Really, I would love if you guys get the word out, because hopefully this will help supports or people who just don't play the game enough to just really understand what's going on with Season 3 and what it's doing to supports. So thanks guys for watching, and hopefully this video doesn't get screwed up, because this is the first time I've done this. So yeah, thanks again for watching.